Hail the Barbarian Horde! I'm Joe, and I've got another series of Dark Horse comic reviews. This is going to be I'm going to cover a lot of issues. So, there are 3 issues in which Conan must hunt for a gem in some distant highlands. Now, he wakes up in a prison cell, doesn't really remember much because he was drunk, and then soon ends up challenging the bodyguard of a nobleman to a duel. Well, sort of. He actually tries to tempt the nobleman into freeing him and hiring him. He fights the bodyguard to a standstill, which is, she's not well written. I'm going to be blunt. The story is boring. I shouldn't insult boring, but it's just lacking in all excitement, and there's just nothing interesting about it. So these 3 issues are zeros. I will not lie. And the thing is, she's shown to be as strong physically as Conan at various points, the female bodyguard, I mean, which is utterly ridiculous, but, I've got plenty I could say here. I just don't want to say it. Anyways, the next issue deals with Conan as a child bonding with his grandfather. And at that time, Conan found himself fairly lonely as he was different from the other boys. And so kind of goes crying to his grandfather about it, who comforts him and tells him it'll all be made clear to you someday. And then Conan ends up, as a child, fighting off a pack of wolves to protect someone possibly twice his age. And this issue, though, is very interesting, as we get to see the bond that exists between Conan and his grandfather, and also that he's starting to gain the respect of his clan. So this issue, I'll say, is a 2.5. I really liked it. Next issue deals with Conan going to Uskouth Hill after he's robbed. Now, he ended up drunk, finding himself some brothel girls, and then got robbed. Then got angry and took it out on the innkeeper. He's not exactly in the right here. He's actually being really, really dumb. But then he decides he's going to go stay on Uskouth Hill because he doesn't think anyone will rob him. But of course he ends up having to fight for his life because there's a demon, or 5, living on the hill. And they tend to devour all those who tread on their hill. Conan, of course, doesn't care and proceeds to somehow fight them off and kill them. Which, that's Conan. Only for him to then come down from the hill and shock the local villagers who expected him to meet the same fate as all those who preceded him onto the hill, and demands that they tell him where the most corrupt, terrible place on the continent can be found. At which point he's directed towards Zamora, namely the city of thieves, where the Tower of the Elephant will take place. So this is a really good storyline. I'm going to say it's a 2.5 again. I really like this story a lot more than the first one. So this is where I'll leave you. So don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button, and to stay tuned for the next video, as well as to check out my Substack, where I do plenty of articles on Conan, on Lord of the Rings. I write serial novels. So do check that out if you like Conan and Lord of the Rings, as said. And also, have a great day.